Wrestling versus Jiu-Jitsu. Why wrestling is more effective in MMA. In MMA, wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are two of the most popular grappling styles. Wrestling focuses on takedowns, control, and pinning opponents, while Jiu-Jitsu is all about submissions and using leverage to make opponents tap out. Both styles are useful, but wrestling has proven to be more effective in MMA. This is because wrestling allows fighters to control the fight, neutralize submissions, and dominate opponents from start to finish. Control wins fights. One of the main reasons wrestling is more effective in MMA is because it gives fighters control over where the fight happens. Wrestlers decide whether to keep the fight standing or take it to the ground. Khabib Nurmagomedov is a great example of this. As an undefeated lightweight champion, Khabib used his wrestling to take opponents down and keep them there. Fighters like Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, who were skilled in striking or jiu-jitsu, couldn't stop Khabib from dictating the fight. Another example is Kamaru Usman, who dominated the welterweight division for years using his wrestling. He outgrappled opponents like Jorge Masvidal and Tyron Woodley, forcing them into positions where they couldn't use their strengths. This ability to control the fight is a huge advantage, making wrestling a key skill in MMA. Neutralizing jiu-jitsu. Wrestling is also more effective because it can neutralize jiu-jitsu. Wrestlers are trained to avoid dangerous positions like getting caught in submissions. Fighters like Colby Covington and Islam Makhachev use their wrestling to stay on top and avoid being trapped. Even against jiu-jitsu masters like Charles Oliveira or Demian Maia, wrestlers can stay safe by maintaining strong top control and not leaving openings for submissions. For example, Georges St-Pierre, one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, was a wrestler who fought several jiu-jitsu black belts. He consistently used his wrestling to stay in control and avoid submissions, proving that a good wrestler can shut down even the best jiu-jitsu fighters. Wrestling is the foundation of MMA. In modern MMA, wrestling has become the foundation for success. Wrestlers like John Jones, Daniel Cormier, and Henry Cejudo have all become champions by using their wrestling to dominate opponents. While jiu-jitsu is great for finishing fights, it's less effective when a wrestler can control the pace and avoid risky positions. Fighters who start with wrestling have an advantage because they can build other skills like striking and submission defense on top of their wrestling base. Wrestlers also tend to have better cardio because of the intense conditioning required in their sport. This allows them to maintain a high pace and wear down opponents over time. While jiu-jitsu is a powerful tool in MMA, wrestling is more effective overall. It gives fighters control of the fight, allows them to neutralize submissions, and provides a strong foundation for success. Wrestlers like Khabib Nurmagomedov, Kamaru Usman, and Georges St-Pierre have shown time and time again that wrestling is the most dominant grappling style in MMA. If you want to succeed in MMA, mastering wrestling is the key.